There is not
Yeah,
one product to rule them all, at least the one I've seen yet.
absolutely.
Like, another sci-fi reference. Sorry, guys. I'm like super nerdy,
No,
but
we get it.
there's not,
Oh,
there's
hey, what?
not,
Real quick, let me pause. Sorry. She said there's no one to rule them all, but then said sci-fi, Dustin. I thought that was
no, oh no,
fantasy, my
that's
Hobbit
fantasy,
friend.
right?
I always
Yes.
put sci-fi fantasy in the same. I got you, Jen. You're good.
No, I
Thank
get you
you.
too.
Thank you for covering me.
He's a real
Thank you
Lord of
for
the
covering
Rings
me.
enthusiast, and I wanted to make sure that it was more to see if he would lose his mind.
No,
I
I'm so
agree
glad
with
he's
you.
giving me a pass on that.
Well,
Good.
Gandalf was
We're good.
actually an alien, so it's fine. He just doesn't like that discussion.
God.
So you would have been fine either way. Because Gandalf came from space, Dustin. Anyway, continue, Jen.
Do you know? So let's go really weird here.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
So
Yeah.
Let's
Tolkien
deviate.
Tolkien spent a lot of time in Switzerland and
Mm-hmm.
based Rivendell on Lauterbrunnen in Switzerland. So y'all can
I knew
fact
it.
check me on that one.
I believe it.
I
Um,
believe it. I don't need to fact check you. I
100%.
100% believe it.
Because you have all
yeah.
the bucolic mountains and all the pleasant people. And I'm sure I'm overgeneralizing, and I apologize to any Swiss I offend by telling you you're pleasant. But if anyone's ever gone, and if you, it was the sleeper hit for me because I didn't know what to expect because, being a certain type of American, I don't have necessarily all the understandings of all the cultures. So when I got there, I can totally believe that is like where they got Rivendell from. That's a fantastic. Thank you. I did not know that.
Anyway, all right. Back on
Anyway,
track. Back
cyber.
on
Yeah.
cybersecurity
What were we
software.
talking about? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think your question's really relevant, Dustin, in the sense that so a lot of the last few years, you've seen a lot of companies who are like, we can do everything. But that's like saying that a
Yeah.
person could do everything in cybersecurity, and you have
Mm-hmm.
subspecialties. You have your GRC people, you have your SOC analysts, you have your insider risk, so on and so forth, right? And it's hard because you have to at some point say, what is this software going to do for you?
Mm-hmm.
And it is huge to try to think of just like you would imagine that one person could be a specialist in all. Like just look at the certifications from ISC2 or anywhere like that. There are just a lot of subspecialties. Like you're
Mm-hmm.
not going to sit there and get a certification in every one of those categories. And so I'm here to say I don't think you're going to find a software that does all that all on one platform in a single pane of
Absolutely.
glass.
Yeah. So
You
is that the Brit that's like for you then? So that would be like, well, we're not, here's what we're focused on, right?
Yes, I
So
think most places have to focus. They have to focus so they can make that user journey work for the outcome
right.
that you're trying to achieve, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's not to say that vulnerability management isn't important or anything. It's to say this
Sure.
purpose of this software is this particular outcome.
Right.
Yeah.
So sometimes that means well, we're going to get vulnerability data in through the data layer to inform other decision-making processes in the software, or it's a vulnerability management software, or it's something else. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
It's a
Yeah.
different kind of platform because perhaps a compliance, you know, uh, software that can do different kind of compliance work. Uh, do you need to hook that up to detections? You wouldn't do that, right? You're trying to achieve a particular outcome for that particular user.
But I think some people would want to do that, right? And so that's the question is like, you have a user who's like, I'd really like for this to be tied to, because I have to count metrics for, some control in 800.171 or some control in some framework that I'm using. And so I do want that tied to my compliance. And I do, everybody kind of wants a platform that does, and I get why. I get that it makes life easier and that you don't have to go to, you don't have to log into 8 different consoles to try to find the information you want to find.